Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Hello viewers, welcome to the Fast Profits Daily. Myself Brijesh Bhatia. Well, if you look at the whole year, one sector which has been underdog and stood out very strongly is PSU Bank. Well, if you look at the banking space, we haven't seen much coming from the bank nifty if you look at the last second half of the year. But if I look at the overall markets, they have been trending good. PSU is the one into the banking space has come out very strongly, and after a huge consolidation post its revival from 2020 lows, start of 2021 to probably first half it consolidated in a range. And if I just look at the weekly chart over here on the screen, it's a weekly chart of PSU Bank Index, and if you look at it broke out between July August. Once it broke out, it went on to the higher levels, and it was largely led by you can say SBI Bob into the momentum, and obviously they hold the highest weightage, and that's the reason we have seen PSU index coming up very strongly. But then again it retested the breakout levels. Now if I look at the lower line, the rising trend line from the lows, prices in the recent low when markets corrected from 18,600 back to 16,800, this has been holding very strong, and once the rising trend line holds, it creates a huge support zone now. Plus if I look at the two averages over here, this is the 34 exponential moving average, the green line, and the red line is 55 exponential moving average. On a weekly scale, even if you look at the historical move, I generally plot 34 and 55 on PSU because when they trend to give a positive momentum or the positive crossover, the trend continues, and 34 and 55 base act as a huge support zone now. Even if you look at the previous, when the negative crossover happened, it retested around 55, went on to the lower levels. Now it has given a positive crossover about 34 and 55. Testing the 34 with the trend line support indicates that the huge momentum, the breakout is still intact, and we might see a positive momentum. If I just go on to the top-down approach and daily chart over here on your screen, it broke out of cup and handle structure. If you look at the left semicircle, the cup, and the right semicircle as a handle, it broke out, it retested the breakout levels. Now if you look at the RSI on the lower panel, when, and it is just it is a say that when the trend is bullish, the 40 RSI is a huge buying opportunity, and in this case it tested around 36-37, which is around 40 levels, coming back very strongly, and now above 50 levels indicates that there is a huge potential for PSU Bank. And as a trading per se, I believe next 45 to 60 days, we might see VSU index, the momentum of around 12 to 15% upside can be expected on PSU, looking at the structure. And even if you look at the last week closing over here, it was again at the highest level, and the candle also was very bullish, the bar. So I believe PSU for next or probably January Feb till Feb end, you should definitely look at the PSU's bank. And again, the stock selection would be very tricky because we have seen SBI, we have seen Bob, and some of the few stocks outperforming against the few stock underperforming. So I would suggest stick on to the stocks which are outperforming into the PSU bank, and stay on to the long side into as a trading per se on these stocks into the PSU basket. Signing off, Brijesh Bhatia.